You and I as the Israelites, have to war within yourselves and against your own fleshly lusts. You have to war with worldly temptation. With all the spiritual energy you can muster, war for the kingdom of Yah.
We aim and shoot scriptural bullets at demon troops. I'm just spitting truth. Look at yourself if it's staying you. Release yourself from the lies and the doctrine you clinging to. Repenting mean the path that you walk and you see it through. That mean you gotta switch up your people leaving the crew. That mean you gotta watch what you say and watch what you do. But until you see the truth.
All right, Shalom, Shalom. What's going on, Israel? First, I want to start out by giving all praise to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai. And title of today's lesson is The Look of Privilege. Because we got one people that's real privileged running around this country right now.
It ain't you?
Nah, I wish it was, but it ain't me. Look, but we go get there. We go get there. We know who that privileged people is. We know it's Esau. Let me get the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 8.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 8. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without rights.
You see that? So it's better to have just a little bit. It's better to be at a lowly state and have your mind right. Be on one accord with the Most High. Be keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's better to be that. Read it again.
I took it off.
16:8, Proverbs 16:8.
Yeah, 16. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 8. It says, better is a little with righteousness.
See that? It's better to be, like I said, just barely scraping by. It's better to be, at the bottom, so-called, but keeping the commandments of the Most High.
Than great revenues without right.
You see that? And then be a rich person that's acting a fool out here. Look at this. Money can't save you from everything.
Man.
Now, if he had got his mind right before he got that money, man, been a powerful brother then. But
you said who?
I said just like Diddy. I said if he had got his mind right before getting that.
You said it correct.
Yeah.
Diddy. He wants to stay Diddy.
All right, let me pull up this first article. Because like I said, we know who the privileged people are in this country. This article is titled, Eyewitnesses Say Renee Good posed no threat to ICE agents. This is NPR. It's talking about this ICE shooting in Minneapolis. So I'm sure all y'all pretty much saw that by now. In a video obtained by NPR News, federal agents are seen firing shots inside a vehicle in South Minneapolis near 34th Street and Portland Avenue on January 7th. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara confirmed the agent shot a 37-year-old woman and that she has died. The woman has not been named. Federal authorities said an ICE agent, fearing for his life, killed a protester during a confrontation Wednesday in Minneapolis. NPR News has authenticated the validity of the video for more coverage of this event. So, like I said, I know you haven't seen the video. I saw the video. And a little more background on this story. But first, look, it's two cases of privilege going on in this video. One, the lady showed up and decided to not only protest, but get in the way of what they had going on. So how privileged of a people do you have to be to just say, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm just going to impede some federal agents from doing their job. Even though we don't agree with what ICE got going on, ain't no way I'm finna just go and I'm just finna antagonize these folks while they. So that's case one of privilege. Like I said, only the Edomite can even think that they can get away with some mess like that. We know that. We've been out of there. We wouldn't even try it.
Guns and bullets for you.
Wouldn't even try it. Second case of privilege was the officer himself. If you look at that video, maybe she did hit him with the car, but he also walked in front of the car. He could have got out of the way, So he put himself in harm's way because he know the law go protect him. Like I said, let that have been you walk in front of a car and get hit and then start shooting. What was going to happen to you if you did that?
Going to jail.
There you go. But because they got this privilege, they don't care about this kind of stuff. It ain't no consequence to this kind of stuff. Let me get 2nd Esdras 8 and 50.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them, that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Oh man, look, that's some pride that we got going on here. There's some pride, boy. I tell you. Look, the pride to just say, you know what? I'm finna impede on this these federal agents doing what they job. And the pride of the agents be like, I'm just tired of dealing with this woman, so I'm a shooter. I can get out of the way, but I'm a shooter.
Yeah. Sure.
Talking about some pride. That was it on that. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Verse 51. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
That's why we gotta seek out the Most High. We don't want to be like these people. We don't want to let this pride get to our head and blow us up to where we just doing stuff. But that's what they doing. They just doing stuff, and because they know they can get away with it, they ain't worried about repercussions of jail or none of that stuff. Yeah. They the privileged people of this country. Let me get this next article. Let me show you some more privilege. It's a CNN article. It's titled, Trump threatens new tariffs on European allies over Greenland until a deal reached as thousands protest. President Donald Trump said Saturday the United States will impose new tariffs in several European countries unless a deal is reached to the purchase of Greenland, escalating his long-running push for U.S. control of the Arctic territory ruled by Denmark. Trump said he will impose a 10% tariff on any and all goods from Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, and Finland starting February 1st, increasing to 25% on June 1st until an agreement is reached. We have subsidized Denmark and all the countries of the European Union and others for many years by not charging them tariffs or any other forms of remuneration, Trump wrote in Truth Social Post. Now, after centuries, it is time for Denmark to give back. World peace is at stake. So, do you hear that? You hear that verbiage?
World peace is at stake.
No, I'm talking about, he said, we have subsidized Denmark by not charging tariffs. He's like, I'm letting y'all slide. I ain't charging y'all nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't taxed y'all.
The other Edomite.
Right. But, I mean, think about how proud you got to be like, man, look, I want this country. Y'all gonna let me get it?
Well, I'm
gonna take it. And until y'all come to a decision, while y'all playing, y'all not coming to a decision, I'm gonna tax y'all, for no reason until y'all tell me I can get it. And then I'm gonna increase the tax if y'all keep waiting around until y'all tell me I can get it. Yeah. So if that ain't no privilege, and these supposed to be our allies. They're supposed to be the allies of the United States.
Make them suffer. Man,
so if they'll do that, if they do that to each other, how you think they feel about you?
Don't do that.
Exactly. How you think they feel about you? And while we looking to come together with be patriotic Americans, you see what coming together and being patriotic American get you? It get you took over. Because that's what it go probably eventually happen. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt if he tried, You see what he just did to Venezuela? Why wouldn't he do it to Greenland?
Hey, look, if he wanted, they're going to get it.
Why wouldn't they do it to Greenland?
They don't care if you the other Edomites or not.
Right. I said, he sees something he wants.
They want to be the main Edomites.
He want to be the main Edom. But that's the spirit of Esau. Trump is the spirit of Esau. That's Esau at the highest form right there. So like I said, don't ever make them think that you're wrong for wanting to separate.
Yeah.
Because you see how they do when these are the people that they didn't unite with. These they allies.
For many moons.
Right. And as soon as something ain't going, they see something they want bad enough. All right, we finna throw all this away. You give it to us. Get what Benny Seegers, what?
Get out and
lay down. That's what he Get out and lay down. Let me get Proverbs 18, 11, and 12.
This is the book of Proverbs. You said 18, 11, and 12?
Yeah, 18, 11, and 12.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 11. The rich man's wealth is his strong city.
You see that? So you look at ruling class, they got all these properties. They own buildings in Chicago and New York and LA and, all these big cities, these treasure cities, financial strongholds of the country. That's their power. Keep going.
And as a high wall in his own conceit.
You see that? That power is going to be their downfall too. They conceited. Keep going.
Verse 12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty.
Oh man, look. If Donald Trump ain't haughty, if America ain't haughty right now, they feel like they can do anything.
Exactly.
Keep going.
And before honor is humility.
You see that? Somebody go humble. That's gonna be the most. That's gonna be Yahweh Shai when he come back. He go humble him down though. Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna be able to do it. Yahweh Shai gonna be able to do it.
Get them together.
See that? Let me give you another example of this privilege that we got going on here. This article is titled "Donations for Suspended Ford Worker Who Helped Trump Top $800,000." The employee Ford Motor Company suspended for heckling Donald Trump, who in turn appears to have given the employee the middle finger, is getting plenty of support from his friends. But late in the evening on January 14, it appears he asked to close the donation to 2 GoFundMes. The pages were to support the suspended Ford employee, identified as TJ Sabula, and raise $810,000, $810,765,000 for him in a total as of 7:36 p.m. So you see that? This man basically, he was heckling Donald Trump. I think he was calling him like a pedophile or something. I don't know. But, calling him names pretty much. And he got suspended from work because, he was at work while he was doing it. You can't. It's code of conduct at work. So he got suspended from his job. They ain't fired him, just got suspended. As a result, he threw up a GoFundMe and raised over $800,000. Now, if I would have did this, the news, you think the news would took it this way? The news would have been out here, oh, he one of them Israelite brothers. Oh, he a terrorist. They would have made sure I ain't get that $800,000. They would have slandered my character so bad when nobody ever dared donate it to me.
And take your pension.
They would have took everything. I would have been fired too. Yeah. So I would have been fired. So like I said, that's another example of privilege. And then Trump flipped them off. Is that how a president should behave? Because think about this. Obama wore a tan suit. And they was up in arms. Republicans was up in arms about him wearing a tan suit. Still a suit, just a tan suit. But Donald Trump get up here and flip people off. And, they don't think none of it.
It's nothing.
Like I said, that's 2 other examples of privilege. He flipped Donald Trump off and get rich off of it. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump can just do what he want and act how he want, or be as indecent of a person as he want. Nobody better at it. But like I said, let it have been you. In either one of these situations, they'll be trying to slander your character, make you seem like a terrorist, extremist, whatever.
Quick, fast, and hurry.
I say you'll never be able to work nowhere else. But man, let me get that video up because I want to show another example of privilege.
A village of 44,000 Hasidic Jews in upstate New York that primarily speak Yiddish, have an average of 7 kids per family, rely heavily on state assistance and welfare programs like Medicare, SNAP, housing assistance, and tax credits from their many kids. How many kids do most people have out here?
17, 18.
How do they afford 17, 18 kids?
They are proud to do what the Torah says, that you need to be multiple and fruitful.
Wow. How do people afford to have like 10 kids out here?
The community is based on this. So
is it wealthy members of the community give charity?
Yes, mostly.
I don't talk to suspicious persons.
How am I suspicious? Do you study Torah?
You work for Hamas?
What do you do for work?
Nothing.
How do you make money?
My wife.
Your wife?
I'm doing home care.
Brokerage, construction.
Are most people on Medicaid, SNAP, EBT?
I don't know. I can't speak for other people.
What about you?
I'm not going to tell about myself.
The one thing I am curious about, though, is the welfare use. Are you on welfare?
No, the Jewish people, just from Kiddus Joel, their taxes covers everything that we take back. They pay a lot of property tax.
Do you know anyone on welfare here?
I won't comment on that question.
Come on.
No.
Why not?
No.
What do you guys do for work here? You guys have like businesses, work a job, study Torah?
I have a job.
What do you do?
I'm in sales.
What do you sell?
Food.
Okay. What food do you sell?
Chocolates.
What? I feel like I'm getting bamboozled right here. Excuse me. You guys take EBT? What percentage of people would you say use EBT for the groceries here?
100%.
100%? What percentage would you say?
35%.
A little bit difficult to conclude what to take away from that. Let's pop in here and say shalom. Synagogue? Okay. Lots of people praying. I'm not sure the schedule exactly, but 9 o'clock sharp, they're not at work. Question for you. What do most men do for work here? Can you give me some ideas? I'm just asking Hasidic Jews out here. What do you mean? Do people here survive off of welfare?
There is a percent, like all of the communities. You have 8 kids. You can also get benefits.
It's 2:59. Why are people at work?
These are all teenagers.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
You gotta wonder what these people do for employment. So if you want to talk about Sharia law and people living in a theocratic ethnic enclave, look no further. Curious Joel is an example of only Jews living here, and a lot of them are tapping into welfare benefits. This is Curious Joel.
All right, you see that? The so-called the Amalekites, the top Edomites, and this community, particular community, most of them on welfare. And they'll sit here and talk down on you for being on welfare and getting food stamps. And you said a lot of them didn't even have jobs at all. And they did have jobs. It was minimum wage stuff. He said chocolate. And got 8-9 kids. His wife did most of the work. Yeah, right. I mean, come on, man. But they'll sit there and talk bad about you, slander you, just because you actually get up and go to work every day.
And you better not have 8 kids, so you really get talked about.
And look, just for having 8 kids, even if you could be with the man you had kids by and everything, they still go talk bad about you. And like I said, just because you might need a little help here and there, and you still working full time and contributing to the taxes, they go talk down on you for getting food stamps. And they whole community, that's what it's based on. Welfare.
On welfare.
Man, talking about some privilege.
That's Esau for you.
But yep, that's Esau for you. Let me get Proverbs 3:31, because that's another example why you should not envy your oppressor. Because you never know. They just go show you the best part. You never know what they really got going on.
I love that scripture.
Yeah, me too.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Absolutely none of them. Because like I said, even the so-called best of them, they want you to think that they all high and mighty. But clearly, as we can see from this video, it's a large percentage of them that's doing just as bad or worse than you are.
Yeah.
Let me get Revelations 19:11-16. Because Most High got something for that. He got something for them, trust me.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 19, verse 17.
11-16.
Verse 11. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war.
You see that? Who we talking about here?
Yeah, I was shy.
There you go. Keep going.
Verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
Oh, man.
And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
You see that? He coming down here, eyes of flame of fire, wearing many crowns. He done took over a bunch of stuff. Trump think he to take over King. He putting down Trump to shame.
Wait till they get a hold to your house.
Right.
Verse 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in linen, white and clean.
See that? You think y'all ready to deal with that? You think the U.S. military can top that? Think they care about your tanks? They care about the U.S. tanks?
Yeah, right.
M16s. They ICBM missiles. No, they don't. Not when your house shall come back. Keep going.
And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations.
All you gotta do is utter the word, and it's going down. Keep going.
And he should rule them with a rod of iron.
You see that? He gonna be ruling over, instead of Donald Trump being the takeover king, he gonna be ruling over Donald Trump with a rod of iron. He gonna be ruling over, all the European nations with a rod of iron. Every nation that's established on this planet, he gonna be ruling over them with a rod of iron, and he go establish the nation of Israel again. Keep going.
And he tread up the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty God.
You see that? Keep going.
And he have on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
See that? You think Donald Trump go have this title? You think he can top this title?
No.
No. Man, listen. I can't wait for that to happen. Let me get Obadiah 1, 3 and 4, verse 3 and 4. Because, like I said, America ain't got but so much time left. Time getting short over here, and you can see it coming.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
You know who that is.
Esau, the Caucasian, straight from the Caucasus Mountains.
Exactly. Keep going.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Oh, boy. That's what they saying now. Like I said, who finna stop Donald Trump right now?
Nobody but Yahweh shall be touched down.
Yeah.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
See that this is literal and metaphorical. They're very high-minded. The U.S. is one very high-minded country. Always have been, always will be, until somebody bring them down. Keep going.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
See that? That's who gonna bring them down. That was verse 4. But like I said, let Donald Trump, let him do his thing. Let him rule. Let him take over all these other countries, because the time is short. Because like I said, we seeing white privilege now, but eventually we gonna see some black and Hispanic privilege when Yahweh shall come back. Let me show you what that look like. Let me get 2nd Esdras 8:52.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 52. For unto you is paradise opened, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom.
You see that? So that's the privilege that I'm looking forward to. I ain't looking forward to have to get up and go to a plant every day or work for somebody else. I'm looking for that kind of privilege.
Man, I got to drive through 5 different states to make money.
Man, listen. Look, I ain't looking for that kind of privilege. And look, I want it, and unlike America, I don't want the privilege to just be extended to the top 1 or 2%. Our whole nation gonna be privileged like this.
All Israel.
You see that? Let me get verse 23 through 27. Because a lot of people say, the Most High, he gonna extend his grace and mercy to everybody. All nations can get it.
Where's it at?
I don't know.
Right.
But that's what they say though. That's
they
what
don't know
say.
either.
They will read John 3:16 out of context and say that. But read this, because the Most High got a favor. He got favors.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 8 verse 23.
It's like 5 and 23. I said verse 23. Yeah, second Ezra 5 and 23. So like.
This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 5, verse 23. And said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine.
You see that? So obviously the Most High got a favorite vine. He got one. Out of all the trees and vines, he got one that's a favorite. Go ahead.
Verse 24. And of all lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit.
You see that? Out of all the countries, all the continents, all the little islands out here, you got one favorite. One.
And of all the flowers thereof, one lily.
He chose the lily out of all the flowers. He got one favorite. Keep going.
And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river.
Yep, keep going.
And of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself.
One city out of all of them.
Who? Zion.
There you go.
Verse 26. And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove.
See that?
And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep.
Hold on, read that he made, right?
God.
Because they gonna say, well, God made all of it, so he loved it all. Obviously, he got, even though he made it all, he got a favorite.
Out of all.
Keep going.
Verse 27. And among all the multitudes of peoples, thou hast gotten thee one people.
Mm-hmm.
And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
You see that? So the Most High got a favorite of everything else. Why would it stop at people? He got a favorite people. Don't never let nobody tell you he don't have a favorite people, because he does. He got a favorite everything, just like you got a favorite everything. You see that? And they, well, how could he made everything? Why would he pick you out? Because that's how he is. That's what he want to do. How about that? That's good enough. That's what he want to do. He picked a favorite. You got a favorite pair of shoes and you bought all of them. So I don't want to hear it. Let me get Romans 3, 1 and 2. That's real black privilege right there. Being the Most High's favorite. That's some privilege for you.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 1. Would advantage then have the law, Salaki? Would advantage then have the Jew?
Mm-hmm.
Or what profit is there of circumcision? Much, every way, chiefly, because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
Man, listen, if that ain't some black privilege, I don't know what is. We the only people that was given the oracles of God. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody else get that. So don't let nobody else teach you this word. Let me get Revelation 7, 1 through 4.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 7 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
So it's some service that we gotta get. So out of all the people, the Most High waiting on the servants to be gathered up, or to be selected, I should say. Keep going.
Verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
You mean it ain't the tribes of everybody?
All of the tribes of the children of Israel.
Man, listen. Seems like the Most High chose Israel. That's some black privilege. That's some Hispanic privilege. That's some Native American privilege. If nothing else is.
Please believe it.
You see that? White privilege ain't got nothing on this.
No.
Being chosen as the servants of the Most High. Come on now. Let me get Revelations 3:8-9.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 3, and verse 8. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name.
See that? It's better to keep the word in your lowly state than to get up high, to be up high and forsake the word. You see that? We read that in Proverbs earlier. You see that? Keep going.
Verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie.
Man, look, they lie about everything. Apparently.
You just showed the video.
Yeah, apparently ain't all of them rich.
Yeah.
Let them tell it. And don't nobody but us take advantage of welfare.
They lied.
They lied. We caught them in that lie right here. Keep going.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
You see that? You see that? Now that's some black privilege for you right there. That the people that hate you and lie on you, stole your identity, they gonna have to come and worship at your feet in righteousness.
Bow down.
Bow down. Let me get Isaiah 61, 1-7.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 61, verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
See that? So look, we know this couldn't be talking about fake Jews just from this, because who keeping them captive? Who holding them? Whoever held them hostage?
No one. They hold it everybody.
You see that? They supposed to be higher than everybody. Look, even the lowest of them, they hold them to higher esteem than the highest of us. The ones that's on welfare, they'll say they better than the majority of us. So
their kids.
With their kids, with a husband that don't work nowhere.
Let you not do that and see what you're going to be called.
Let you not do that. Right. Like I said, they still hold them to high esteem. They talk down on you. So this couldn't be talking about them. Keep going.
Verse 2. To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion.
You know this talking about Israel.
To give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified.
You see that? All this hard time, all this sorrow, all this aching, it's gonna be replaced by, high spirit. The spirit, all that's gonna be, spirit of righteousness.
Joy.
You see that? Joy. All that all that negativity, hard time we're going through now, it's gonna be replaced by good times when the Most High put us in our rightful place.
Can't wait to read that.
Can't wait for that one. Keep going.
Verse 4. And they shall build the old wastes. They shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations.
You see that? So all our hard work that we did back in the day over there, we broke the commandments, so it had to be destroyed. All that's gonna come back to its original glory and better. Keep going.
Verse 5. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
Nah, you gonna have to get out there and go and tend to the cattle.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
You gotta pay somebody.
Strangers. And the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
Oh, can you imagine that? I grow a garden every year. I ain't got to get out there and dig this sucker up every year and trim the grapevine and turn it and make it go where it wants. Somebody else go do that for me.
Now you nor our so-called Latino brothers gonna be in
Man. Because they out there right now doing that. Hard. Keep going.
Verse 6. But ye shall be named the priest of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our God. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles.
Hold on. I ain't got to toil for my own stuff.
You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles.
So I get to enjoy the fruits of their labor, just like they enjoyed the fruit of our labor for the past couple hundred years or so.
You and me. You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles.
You know, let's go back to that advantage of being a Jew. You know what I'm saying? Right. Keep going.
And in their glory, you shall boast yourselves.
Man, so we get to brag, just like how America bragged on their great infrastructure, brag on the railroads. And, you know, they was built by slave labor. You know, if you look up now, Norfolk Southern, that was started in slavery. They built the railroads off of that. You know, we built all this stuff. And, you know, America get to brag and be on the world stage because of stuff that so-called blacks and Hispanics did. Mm-hmm. But when Yahushua come back, we gonna be able to brag on the stuff that our servants did and make it our own like we did.
Look what they did for us.
Man, right.
Ain't we great?
Keep going.
Verse 7. For your shame, you shall have double. And for confusion, they shall rejoice in their portion.
So you mean to tell me, as hard as we worked and as bad as they made us feel, we go reap benefits, but double. Keep going.
And for confusion, they shall rejoice in their position, Salaki, in their portion. Therefore, in their land, they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them.
See that? We go get it back double. So as hard as we work for them, they go work and give us double what we gave them.
Double portion.
Man, double portion. Let me get the last verse. It's Isaiah 14, 1 through 2. Because like I said, this sounds like this is real privilege right here.
Uh-oh. They did put you in slavery going in slavery.
Man.
Salaki. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
All people.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Keep going.
And will yet choose Israel.
He ain't gonna choose Esau?
And will yet choose Israel.
All right.
And set them in their own land. Mm-hmm. And the strangers shall be joined with them. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
So we gonna have a bunch of strangers with us. Keep going. And what these people gonna be doing?
Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. Mm-hmm. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
We gonna have people under our possession in the land of the Lord. I thought the Most High made everybody, loved everybody.
You ain't thought nothing like that.
Equality.
You don't think like that.
It sounds like some privilege if I had to get it. Keep going.
For servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors.
You see that? So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's the privilege. Now, that's the face of privilege that I want, where I can rule over the people that used to rule over my forefathers and get them to do work for me, and I get double back what my forefathers gave to them. Man, so like I said, that's privilege. That concludes the lesson. Shalom.
You and I as the Israelites, have to war within yourselves and against your own fleshly lust. You have to war with worldly temptation, with all the spiritual energy you can muster. War for the kingdom of Yah.
We aim and shoot scriptural bullets at demon troops. I'm just spitting truth. Look at yourself if it's staying you. Release yourself from the lies and the doctrine you clinging to. Repenting mean the path that you walk and you see it through. That mean you gotta switch up your people leaving the crew. That mean you gotta watch what you say and watch what you do. But until you see the truth.